The January 6th committee has a new target, Ivanka Trump. Interesting. So now, according to reports, the eldest Trump daughter has been called before the House Select Committee investigating the January 6th insurrection. Now, House investigators already said that they have firsthand testimony that Trump's eldest daughter had asked her father to intervene as he watched the U.S. Capitol riot on TV. And committee chairman Bennie Thompson had sent a letter on Thursday asking her to appear before the panel on February 3rd or 4th, or possibly the following week. So it seems like a little bit more of a, I don't know, a suggestion for right now. I'm hoping that it's a little bit less of a suggestion, but we'll see. He said this: "You will anticipate the committee inviting some people to come talk to us. Not lawmakers right now, Ivanka Trump." Interesting. So now witnesses have told the select committee that that Ivanka had, as well as White House staffers, Republican lawmakers, and conservative media figures, all asked Trump to call off his supporters from attacking the Capitol, but refused to do so for 3 hours. When he made a short video posted on Twitter that, of course, repeated some of his, election lies, and of course, said things like, "You're very special. We love you. I love you. You're great. Go home. Go home in peace, but I love you." Come on. Now, the committee hopes to ask Ivanka about her father's pressure campaign against former Vice President Mike Pence ahead of the congressional certification of Biden's election, and concerns about it among White House officials, as well as her actions on January 6th and efforts to push her father's big lie. So, well, there it is. I mean, that's not great news for Ivanka Trump. Is she in massive amounts of trouble? I mean, that remains to be seen, right? That said, let me give you more details here. So now, a recent interview with top Trump White House official Keith Kellogg is noted in a Politico piece, among many other interesting tidbits, including the fact that Kellogg had advocated against Trump speaking live from the White House briefing room because of concerns that he might go off message. Really? Well, I mean, it appears that your concerns were merited, were valid, for sure. Now, they also noted that after January 6th, Fox News host Sean Hannity had texted Press Secretary Kayleigh McEnany advising her on how to talk to Donald Trump. The first item was, "No more stolen election talk." Well, so much for that. And the second was to emphasize that discussions around invoking the 25th Amendment and impeachment were real, and many people will quit. And that's, of course, referring to Joe Biden. You know, we're going to impeach him for the 25th, or no, I'm sorry, we're going to impeach him for something. We'll figure it out. And then if that doesn't work, the 25th Amendment. Okay, interesting. Now, McEnany agreed with Hannity's text, and I love this because this really does show you how they think about Trump supporters. Now, Hannity's text said that Trump should be kept away from, quote unquote, crazy people. The panel also noted that Katrina Pearson, a veteran Trump campaign operative who would help organize the rally that preceded the insurrection at the Capitol, had also used the term crazies in her texts, apparently to describe a number of President Trump supporters, such as Alex Jones, Alexander Ali, and a number of QAnon promoters. Fun. That's what they think of. If you're a MAGA guy and you're watching, that's what Sean Hannity thinks of you. He thinks you're crazy. If you support January 6th, you're crazy. You're one of the nuts. You're like the Alex Jones people. Fun. Now, of course, Hannity denies all of that, downplays everything. Oh, no, oh, God, no, blah, blah, blah. But during January 6th, everybody around Trump was horrified. Absolutely horrified. Because the guy couldn't stop watching with glee. In fact, here's former Chief of Staff Stephanie Grisham saying, quote, "All I know about that day was he was in the dining room gleefully watching on his TV, as he often did, saying, 'Look at all the people fighting for me,' hitting rewind watching it again, that's what I know. And other accounts, of course, back that up as well, that he just absolutely loved watching the chaos unfold. By the way, this is the same thing where, people had erected a noose and were chanting, "Hang Mike Pence." His vice president. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to him. You see, we're talking about Trump here. Democracy never mattered to him. The only thing that matters to him is power. And his ego, of course. So, yes, of course he loved the Capitol insurrection, while everybody around him was, of course, freaked out, horrified. Now that the danger has personally passed for many of them, especially the people who were in the Capitol that day, now they, downplay it, as we've seen. Oh, no, they were just tourists. Just tourists, guys. They're just here to see the art and then smear poop all over it, because that's what actually happened. They were patriots. They're to fight for the country. That's what. Or they were secret Antifa, or maybe even FBI. Just ridiculous. None of that is true. And they know that. And they know that. And that's really the worst part. They're lying to the American people about it. They know it's not true, and they continue to lie and lie and lie all over and over and over again. I'm wondering what Ivanka's going to say. If she's even going to show up, it wouldn't be a surprise if she didn't. And then, if that's the case, well, they might have to be a little bit more persuasive.